Guys, what's going on? Welcome to an awesome video. Today we are finally taking out the turbo out of my cart so we can finally drop it off to Hypergear. So I'm going to do the G3 profile. If you check Hypergear, I'm going to put a link in the description. I'll put it right here. It's going to have all their details about the turbo. It comes with braided lines for about $900. They Highflow it, and that's fucking sick. They said it should take about a week. So I'm going to have no car for a week, which sucks. But good news is, as soon as it's done, comes back, put it back in the car, put new oil, put new coolant, start it, see how it runs, but not going to hit full boost or anything because I got to get it tuned. I also got to pick up my Bosch 1000cc injectors, a top fuel fucking rail, fuel pressure regulator. I'm picking that up hopefully next week. I get them all. And I'm going to do a video on installing it, so don't worry, I'm not going to like skip things, and I'm going to do everything on camera. And while the turbo's out, I'm going to do some maintenance, make sure everything's tightened up so the tune can go 100%, make sure nothing leaks. I got to take out my fucking timing belt. I got to take off the two cam seals and then the crank seal because my crank seal is now leaking a bit of oil. It's not like spitting out, but my oil's due, it's leaking, so it's just bad news. I gotta take all that out, I gotta replace that, so it gives me time to replace everything when the turbo is getting made. Pump. I'm leaving the 255, like I'm not gonna go 450, do a fuel flex. It's just pointless right now. I just wanna do cheap mods for big gains in the cheapest way possibly. On the track, I'm doing an RB3025. When the channel starts improving, I'm definitely gonna do an RB25 for this car, but this is later on in the future and I'm going to be going all out on it, trust me. If you're going to do an RB3025, you better go all out with that shit. With my fuel pump, I'm going to be doing a relay video, so don't worry guys, that'll be uploaded too. So there's going to be tons of footage of like this build, so I'm going to document everything. We're going to get the new injectors in and then we're going to tow it to the tuner. We're going to get a lot of footage of when we get the power, so hopefully everything goes 100%. We can go fucking to Bob's farm and we can see how fast it gets to 200 kilometers an hour. And I also forgot to add, I'm getting a niche tune now. I was gonna get a Link ECU, but I'm saving so much money just getting a niche tune. So this dude should be done with his niche tune within a couple of days, so I'll go pick it up. I'm gonna put you guys on a time lapse because I got so much to do. I just gotta take out the turbo, the water lines, the oil lines, and that's it. Time lapse. Taking out the turbo now, just taking out all the water lines first. I'm going to do the oil line. I was meant to take it to Hypergear today, but we've got no time, so I'm going to have to take it tomorrow now, which sucks because that means, oh my god, one more water line and it's facing the manifold and I can't really fit my hand in there, so I'm going to have to try use a spanner or something, see if I can get some leverage. If not, I'm stuck here all night fucking trying to take out one water line and I'm so tired. I've been up for like 16 hours now. Oh fuck it, let's get to it. Guys, finally got the turbo out, and this is my dump pipe. You all know that, but that's what makes my car sound so sick. All I have to do now is unbolt all these fucking nuts, bolts off the dump pipe that connects to my turbo. Oh, what a pain in the ass that was to get the turbo out. It was not easy because I didn't have a ratchet and a socket that was like size 24 millimeters. 24 millimeter bolt to get the two water lines out. I got the water line out and the oil line perfectly, and there's a water line that sits underneath the turbo and the side, and I had to like remove the water lines. I got long arms, and it was just hard to maneuver to get that fucking water banjo bolt out. Got it out, and then the turbo wouldn't come out because there's shit in the way, so I had to remove another water line, the oil line. I removed them all, and then my turbo wouldn't come out because the way that my dump pipe is bolted to my turbo, there's no room to get those nuts off. And then you can see the studs right there are just sticking into the pipe. So there's no room to get that nut off. So there's no way the dump pipe's coming out. So I jacked my car up even higher and managed to take the O2 sensor, unplug it, and then just maneuver underneath the car. So I took the turbo out from underneath the car. I guess I'm going to be putting it back in that way because of the way this dump pipe is designed. Alright guys, I'm pretty tired. I'm going to go have a shower, go take a sleep, and then I'm going to continue on the car tomorrow. Alright guys, it's the next day and I just finished work. I am so wrecked, and if I didn't make sense in the last clip talking about the turbo and the studs, oh my god, I was up for so long. I started work at like 4 AM, got home at 1 PM, and then worked all night. I forgot to add, thank you Josh for bringing the socket set, because taking off those fucking banjo bolts was a nightmare. Well, 2 of them weren't so bad. It was just the one inside where the manifold side is, and I've got really long arms and I can't reach. So we managed to use the fucking ratchet and bang, got that shit loose. And here is the turbo. I'll show you guys the turbo, and I'm about to take it to hyper gear, and I can't wait to get it high flow. It should take about a week to get high flowed, but that's fine because that's gonna give me a lot of time. I'm gonna do the oil temp gauge and the water temp. So turbo. Check that shit out. The blades, the fins, they're not like that bad at all. It spins nicely. So there's nothing really wrong with the turbo. I just want to get a high flow so I can run more power now. If you look right here, there, I've snapped the stud in the bloody fucking thing. Like the others all came out so easily. I'll tell you what happened. My stupid ass, being so tired, I was like, oh, do you know what? Before bed, I'll just, I'll crack them loose without putting WD-40 on it. And as I went to crack it, as soon as I just went, it just snapped. I'm like, are you serious? So I sprayed a bunch of WD-40 all on the other bolt. And if you guys ever take your dump pipe off the turbo, make sure to soak them in WD-40 and let it sit overnight. This morning, I quickly undone them all so freely. Like the WD-40, works perfect. And this is my dump pipe. So straight through, motherfucker. My O2 sensor. So yeah, that's what I got running with my Highflow cat into a straight back exhaust. As you can see, the turbo is out. What you should do is, I'm going to change the gasket in the manifold because that's the best thing to do. Like once it's all out, you might as well change it so you don't have to replace it down the track. The best thing to do is put WD-40 on all the studs, so that way it just marinates it, so that way the bolt can come out, the nut can come out looser. Because the last thing you want to do is snap the stud into this. It's really annoying. Also, I just noticed that this fucking nut is loose. One of the manifold nuts is loose and the stud is wobbling. So I'm assuming that it could be broken or it just needs to be tightened down. Either way, that means I've been losing pressure through that little seep. So that could be the reason why it was screaming when I sometimes hit full boost. So I'm going to tighten that up, and actually I'm going to loosen it, all of them, when they're all marinated, so that way I can change the gasket behind it. All the rubber hoses that have been like 20 years old are definitely going to need to change. My power steering line is starting to leak. Some of the oil lines are starting to leak, so I'm definitely going to go replace all that. While you're here, you might as well replace it all so it's all fresh and 100%. This is the water line, but I'm going to take this out because I'm replacing it with the braided line. Alright guys, I was going to start working. I was going to take the timing belt cover off and all that shit. I got to change the cam seals like I said before. I got to change the cam seals, I got to take the cams out. Got to change the crank seal because it's leaking oil, as I said. But the problem is it's starting to start spitting and it's getting really cold and windy, so I might start working on it tomorrow. I'm so wrecked from work, I cannot be fucked taking all that shit out right now. Me and Josh recorded changing the timing belt on my car. We did the water pump and everything. But the problem was he accidentally had standard record mode on his camera, so the quality was really bad, like our first video ever made on this channel, the R33 GDR, which got pulled over because we had no bonnet on the GDR, and we just happened to get pulled over as soon as we left the street. Leave a comment if you're excited as I am. Like, let me know your thoughts, and if you've done this to your car, let me know how it all went. Like, I can't wait to get the turbo back, fucking take this to the tune shop and just get it tuned. Like, I'm just so excited. Like, I've done everything else. All I need is the injectors, and bam, get the car towed to get tuned, and it's gonna be so sick. Like, I'm so excited. Like, I can't wait to get the turbo now. This car deserves massive power, and you guys deserve to see some crazy shit on this channel. Leave a comment below if you're excited as I am to see this thing run up to 300 kilowatts. Like, I can't wait for this car to have much more power. Like, it's gonna be so sick. I'm gonna have the camera mount where I always do. I'm gonna take you guys to all these spots around the hills, and we're just gonna hit the toge sections. I'm gonna find some straight roads to see how fast this thing can go. But bad news is I was meant to pick up a niche tune, and the person I was buying it off fried the ECU by accident. It wasn't his fault. Just something happened. So now I have to keep finding another ECU now. So right now I'm thinking I should just get a Link ECU, because you got like so many options with those. But if I end up finding another niche tune for the R33, definitely gonna get it. Alright guys, if you haven't subscribed to this channel, subscribe now, because you're gonna see some hectic shit, man. Trust me, there's gonna be a lot of sick shit coming with this 33 and the 32 GTR together. We can finally have some sick battles together. And to all the subs, thank you guys for liking and leaving comments. Like, it means the world to us that you guys do that. We notice all the old subs and the new subs that are commenting. Like, that shit, we love seeing like positive comments. That's what we love. So thank you guys for making this video happen. And thank you guys for making this build happen. I don't think I wouldn't have been as motivated as you guys have made me to do this. So thank you guys again for this. Alright guys, I'm going to end the video there. I'm currently driving back home. Just dropped off my turbo to Hypergear, and I'm so stoked. I cannot wait. I've said it a million times and I can't wait to get it back. So I'm going to put the link in the description for Hypergear, and you guys should check it out, because if you ever guys want your turbos high-flowed, Hypergear is the place to go. Give this video a big like, comment, subscribe. Like, I'm going to end the video here because I don't think there's much more I can do for this video. This is going to be episode 1 of the Highflow build. Hope you guys enjoyed it, and I'll catch you guys in the next one. Cheers.